Feet, in my book, are extremely important. Your feet need to be exceptionally strong as you can get them. It's not about the shape of the foot, it's about the strength. And at all times, you've got to get the foot square on the floor. Put a lot of pressure on the outside of the foot, lift the inside, and spread the toes. Parallel, turned out, and then the turned in position. Try to get the knees as close to each other. You work with the knees bent, and to push the heels out. Same thing, pressure on the outside, lift the inside, and spread the toes. We're going to go turned out first. You're going to do a slow rise over 8 counts, using the full 8 counts to go up and the full 8 counts to come down. You then double up the speed, which means you go up for 4 and you come down for 4, but always 2 sets of 8. Okay? So you go up to 3, 4, down, 6, 7, 8, up to 3, 4, down, 6. Then you double up the speed again in 2s. Again, you do 2 sets of 8. Then you double up the speed again in 1s. Again, you do 2 sets of 8. And then you do double time. Again, 2 sets of 8. Now you have to do it in the turned out position, the parallel position, and the turned in position. Okay? We're only going to do it turned out, but you have to do it in all the positions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now bring the heels forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pressure on the outside. Lift the inside. Up. 2, 3, 4. Down. 5. Bring the heels forward. 7, 8. Again. Up. 2. That's 2 sets of 8. 4. Down. 5, 6, 7. 2 counts. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7. Another set of 8. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5, 6, and 7, 8. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Another set of 8. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7. Double time. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, and 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. Now, as I say, you do that turned out, parallel, and turned in. Okay? I'm just going to show you the turned in position only over 4 counts, but you must do the full set. Okay? And 1, 2, 3, stay on top of the foot and down, square on the foot. 7, push the heels out. 1, stay square on the foot. 3, 4, push the heels out. 6, 7, 8. Okay, now we've only done it in 4s, you must do the full set. After you've done those rises, you have to stretch the muscles. You have to stretch the Achilles tendon and the muscles. Again, we do it turned out, parallel, and turned in. Okay, let's go to the turned out position. Get the feet just on the floor and push the heels down so that you extend this. Okay? Slow 40 counts. We're only doing it once in the turned out position. You have to do it in all 3 positions. 1, and 2, and 3. Pressure down there and turn out. 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, 9, and 10, and 11, and 12, 13, and 14, 15, and 16, 17, and 18, 19, and 20. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15 and 16, 17 and 18, 19 and 20, and rest. So now, as I say, those 40 counts you must do in all 3 positions. Always center line of the thigh in line with the center line of the shin, in line with the center line of the foot, whether you are working parallel or turned out, center line, center line, center line. Turned in, center line, center line, center line. And always pressure on the heels, and this helps you in the plank as well. Another foot exercise, you crunch the toes like this, okay? And it must be square. And then you spread the feet into the floor. Now, a lot of your students, when they crunch, they're going to go onto the inside of the foot. You don't want that. Some are going to go onto the outside of the foot. You don't want that. It must be absolutely square and spread. Then you keep the whole foot flat on the floor, but you just lift the toes. Now the knuckles have got to be pushed into the ground and the toes lifted. And then you spread the toes when you put them down. Now you flex the entire foot. Don't think of pulling the toes back. Think of pushing the heels forward. Okay? Think of pushing the heels forward. Then break the foot as you come down. Then you stand on top of the heels. Hips above the knees, above the heels. Stand actually on top of the heels. And then you do a plie. As you plie, you push the knees out. Okay? Just gently, not too much. Square on the foot. Weight on the outside, inside lifted toes spread. Then you push up over onto the arch. Square onto the arch. Okay? Then you rise up. But when you rise up, the heels must lift. They mustn't drop. And then you lower over a slow 8 counts and slightly push the heels out as you come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then you lift the toes. Keeping them lifted, you rock up onto the arches. Same thing, slow 8 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, touch on 8. Okay. Now, just a little pointer. Plie. Push your heels over. Okay, now, what most of your students will do when they stretch the legs, the heel is going to drop. So, they're going to stretch the legs and drop the heel. You don't want that, okay? What you want is stretch the heels and lift the heel, okay, and relax. You do that, first of all, in the turned out position, okay? So, we're going to show it to you. And crunch, and spread, and lift the toes, and down, and flex the foot down. You need to turn out at the top, in the groin, center line, center line, center line, through the feet. Stand on top of your legs. Deep plie, open the knees out. You must push the knees back, hold the back up. Push over, square onto the foot. Rise up, lift the heels. Now you bring the heels forward as you come down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Weight on the outsides of the feet, arches lifted, toes spread. And lift the toes and push up. Again, bring the heels forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Weight on the outside, lift the arches, spread the toes. That's it. Okay, and then you move the feet into this position. You do the same exercise. Now you leave the heels where they are and you turn the toes open. You do the same exercise. Now you leave the toes where they are and you open the heels. You do the same exercise.